Omar Esaf here, guys, and in this video, some powerlifting training. Jeremy Hamilton, week 3, his training as he prepares for Raw Unity, the meet happening on February 8th. To catch you guys up, Jeremy Hamilton is a world-class lifter. He's preparing for that meet on February 8th, where last year he won first place. This year he's going to attempt to break his own record there. So he is a fellow member of Fortis, the gym I go to, and a friend of mine. So we're showing you an inside look at how an elite powerlifter trains, as well as getting him to commentate over some of his actual training. That's why right now this is actually footage from December 16th to 22nd. We're several weeks behind. We've been preparing some Q&As to basically talk over or splice that audio interview of Jeremy and I talking, Jeremy answering questions about training over his actual training footage. So we took a poll from you guys, asked you to, what do you guys want to hear about with regards to Jeremy and powerlifting. You asked about 180 questions. We chose the best ones, the ones that we felt were most relevant to helping you guys out, or maybe informing you as to how Jeremy trains, and we'll be splicing that audio over some actual training footage. So we're just preparing for that. I also was on vacation for 3 weeks, so that's why we're a little bit behind, but we are going to get caught up because Jeremy right now is less than 3 weeks out from that big meet where Dan Green's going to be there. There's going to be a bunch of elite powerlifters there. So right now I missed the squat filming it. I was on vacation actually. Jeremy's wife Crystal, she filmed this stuff, so we managed to get all the footage. Every single major day practically has been filmed, which is pretty cool. An entire meet prep, the entire 10 weeks. So right here we're seeing the deadlift, and as I stated before, I'm just commentating right here, simply due to the fact that the camera that we used to record this week's training, the audio is pretty crap, so you wouldn't really hear the weights clang or some of the ambient noise of the gym. So I'm just filling the space a little bit. Hi. The speed that Jeremy pulls the deadlift is quite simply insane. If I had to say the person that's had the biggest impact, or really the only impact in terms of my technique or deadlift itself, has been Jeremy, watching him deadlift and sort of the cues that he gives and so forth. Some really cool stuff. So you're going to see, actually, you see right where Jeremy's deadlifting, we now have a bunch of chains. He incorporates chains into his training, but we got a whole bunch more because Fortis Fitness, the gym we train at, best gym I've ever belonged to, simply put. So right here we're just showing the greatest hits. There were some movements or some sets, not heavy working sets, I mean warm-up sets, that were done obviously on the bench. He didn't just jump fresh in a 445 that we didn't include. I'm trying to keep this video roughly around 5 minutes, so we're gonna have every single video will contain 1 week's worth of training footage. So this is week 3, and actually right now, because we're about 5 weeks behind, we're practically closing in on week 10. So I will show that. We will be answering all those questions, though. Stay tuned, guys. It's pretty cool. As to, people ask, they want to know, how did Jeremy get such big friggin' calves? And the answer was 700-pound squats. Seriously, that's how his calves grew. The overhead press coming up, you'll see in several weeks. Jeremy overhead pressing 315 pounds, which was pretty cool to see in person. I've never witnessed that before. The raw show of strength like that is badass. So right here, just closing out on the overhead press day, we're going to include in a couple days week 4 of the training. So you'll see a more frequent upload in general on my channel, guys, but also you will be seeing us get caught up to date with Jeremy's training as I splice that audio with the actual video. So kind of having a Q&A included into his actual training footage to give context in terms of what he's doing from the man himself, if that makes sense. So if you guys want to see more of that training footage of Jeremy, lifting heavy shit and attempting to break his own record, make sure for these videos in particular to show your support and like the video. And should you have a training question that maybe you want Jeremy to answer, include it in the comment section below. And once again, we will select the best ones to answer. Always trying in a way to give the most informative video out there for the viewers that can help you out. So questions about the squat or the deadlift or whatnot that might apply directly to you, as well as giving that inside look to Jeremy. So Jeremy there just about, doing pull downs with the whole damn stack. So that's it. We're closing out. Another thing I probably will just point out, one final thing, is with regards to the bench press. Cool little thing to notice here with this angle. Look how Jeremy on every single rep is using the leg drive by pushing down with his foot onto the actual floor itself. Something I need to work on myself. So guys, that is pretty much it. That is week 3 training. We'll be uploading more in the future. Got a question, post below, and make sure as always to like the video if you like the video. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace!